seen how to get the data from text box. Okay, now let us see today from other web elements how to get the data. See now from list box, let us try from list box. What is the value selected? The selected value I want to get from the drop down box. So how to get that one? Okay, let us take some irctc.co.insight. Let me create a new class, runtime data. Okay, go to sign up. Okay, here we have drop down boxes. I had to open in Firefox, right? I've opened in Chrome. Let us open the application in Firefox. irctc.co.in. Go to sign up. In this sign up page, we can find all kinds of elements, web elements. So now let us select here. Suppose gender, marital status, select question. These are all drop down boxes. So let us see that. Go to Firebug. First, let us see the attributes of these drop down boxes. See, one thing we have to keep in mind, we should know for all drop down boxes, what is the HTML tag? For text boxes, what is the HTML tag? Let us say that. For HTML tag for text boxes is input and the type should be text. Are you clear? And similarly, how drop down boxes are defined in HTML file by using select HTML tag. Understand? And select HTML tag. And what is the value? How to get the value from this drop down box? So let us try with this same option. Sorry. What is the name? Gender. ID is not available for this combo box. Name is available. Gender. So we can use name attribute to identify name locator. We can use to identify this drop down box. So let us define WebDriver variable D and import this WebDriver class. WebDriver why we're getting error. Sorry, not in this project. Selenium project I have to create, because in this project we have not added Selenium driver. Server is not added in this core Java project. Okay, we have added a Selenium driver server, Selenium WebDriver in the Selenium project, not in this project. That's why we're getting this error. Let us delete this class here. Where is delete? Okay. See, inside this Selenium project, there are two projects here. One is core Java project, another one is Selenium project. Under Selenium project, we should add this new class, runtime data. Okay. This is the class, add main method. Now define that WebDriver variable, WebDriver D, and import this WebDriver. Right. Now, what is a locator? Gender. First, let us see for this first name text box. How we get the data from this text box? Here we can use name is there. Name again, name we are using. So from text box, how we are getting the data? Text box, get data from text box. D dot, sorry, I should define this as a static. Okay. D dot find element by dot name dot get attribute value. That is a statement we have used. We have to use to get the data from this text box. What is this one? Is first name. Declare that string okay. Now print that as first name value. System dot out dot print line as first name. Done. Now run this. Okay, let us see. Let me first enter. Okay, before that I have to define one more function. What is that function? Public static get runtime data. Inside this function I am writing this code, and irctc, right? Yeah, I'm taking this one. Open irctc function I'm adding here. I want to open irctc, and after that click on sign up link. So I want to click sign up link before this. To come to this page, to navigate to this page, we have to click on this sign up link. Let me see that. Sign up. Okay, so take the text from here. This is the text. So what is the statement to click the link? D dot find element by dot link text of sign up dot click. Okay, after this page is opened, and from here enter some value and then get that value. I want to enter some value into this text box. Dot send keys. Suppose Prasad, I am entering this value here in this text box, and I want to get that entered value into this variable and print that first name value. White, okay.
Sir, clearing, sir. Sir, clearing.
Yeah, clear. We can add that.
We should.
Yeah, yeah. Then okay, clear. Okay, we can add this. That is a good always to add clear statement. Clear. Okay. Done. Now run this script. Okay, Prasad is entered, and what value is printed? Prasad is printed. So we are getting the data from text box successfully. Now I want to get a value from gender list box. Okay, so to get that data from gender text box, what is the value? What is attribute for this gender? Name locator we can use. So using name locator, get gender string as gender equal to d dot find element by dot name dot get attribute. Same thing I'm using. It should work. Let me see this. Get attribute of value. Now print that one. System dot out dot. Okay. Save it. What is the maximize to maximize the window? What is that? D dot manage dot window dot maximize. To maximize that window, I have added statement. Now run. I'm stopping this loading. It is taking very long time. Okay. No. Two times I clicked, I guess. I'm stopping one thing. I executed twice. Now let us see. Value returns 0. Okay, then try with the text for this drop down box. Text is null. Why it is null, ma? Gender value null. Have one more option.
Sir, no need to take the indexes, sir.
No, no, just I want to see that. Yeah, no, we have two different
Mm.
options. Let us see that. We can go other way. What is that? We can go into that items. What item is selected? Like that we can get. Now I'm trying to get directly from the drop down element. See here, there are two elements. Inside this is a drop down. Inside the drop down, there are items. So in HTML file, items are defined as separate elements inside this drop down. If you see that, what is this one? If you look into that HTML file, we are ctc, go to Firebug, go to sign up. Okay, now say this for this gender. Okay, see inside this gender, click this. See there are options. Are you clear? Option 0, value is 0. This is the value what we get by using get attribute value. We got 0. Why we got 0? Male is the value displayed here. So for that male item, what is the value defined here? 0 is defined. So that's why 0 is written when you executed this statement. What statement? Get attribute of value. Are you clear? But I want this male value. This text I want. Understand? This text I want. So this is the text displayed inside this label, inside this drop down box. Is it right? So just I'm trying to get it directly from this drop down element. That means from this select element without referring this options element. Using this options element, you can get now you got value 0, correct? So using this value 0, you can get this what is the text for this value 0 element. We can get that value. We can get this text using this value equal to 0. Excuse me. So now I'm trying to get directly. Is it possible to get the text directly from this select item? The select element is nothing but gender. See that select element name is gen. Okay. Let us see that if it is not working, then we can go. We can use that option. I hope so. Get text. I'm trying once. Let me try this. Get text also may work or may not work. Okay, so text means it is getting all the values, all options. Then we don't have any other option. See what value it returns now. It returns both the values, male and female. Both values are returned now. If I use get text, that means inside this drop down there are two text values are displayed, so it returns both the values. But I want to select, I want to get the selected value. What is the value selected currently? Is it right? So to get that one, the only way is like this. We have to do first define get attribute value, get the value. Okay. Once you get the value, now get the text. Sorry, yes, gender equal to the dot find element by dot name. One second. Is there any method directly for this? So we don't have any other method to get the selected value. One second. No, not available directly. So what we can do using XPath, I'm defining by dot XPath. In XPath, I'm going to define first select, sorry, select select with name as gender. What is the name value? First we are identifying the drop down box. Are you clear? And inside that drop down box, we are getting option. Option. See that inside this drop down box, so inside this select element, we have option. I want to get text from this option element with value equal to 0. Understand? So inside this select element, option element, I want to go select option element with attribute value equal to with value equal to yes gender. What is this yes gender variable has? Yes gender close the square bracket. Yeah. So this is the X path for this option, first option with value 0. First we are getting the item which is selected, male item is selected. That item value we are getting. That item value is 0. We are getting that value into this variable, as gender variable. And using this value as gender, we are defining X path for that particular item which is selected. And from that item, I want to get the text. Understand? Define dot get text. Now print this as gender value. Are you clear, Govind? See what we are doing. First, we are getting the select drop down. This is the drop down element. This is the drop down element. Understand? From this drop down element, we are getting the value. It returns 0. Understand? Using that value 0, I want to get the text. What is the text value for that item? Value 0. I want to get the text from the item with value 0. So how we are defining that? We are defining here XPath for that particular option, item element with first select element with the name equal to gender, and inside that select option element with value as gender. What is the value? We got it here. It is nothing but 0. And from that element get the text. Now let us say that it should print male value.
No.
That is what I want.
Sorry,
Hmm.
again you are giving the same variable value, same variables are as gender
Okay,
for
no
this
problem.
also.
What is it?
First as gender is okay.
Yeah, here
Okay,
in
okay.
this statement s gender value is 0. So this value we
Mm,
are using inside this XPath. Understand?
mm,
And
mm,
this get text method returns the text value from that element, and that text will be
mm.
assigned to same element, same variable. See, that
Okay,
variable is defined as a string, right? No problem.
okay.
Now let us see. It should print male. Now male is written. Got it? Now let us say that I will select different. Now let us select female in the gender list box. It should return. It should display female. Okay. See, before this statement, what I'm doing, I'm selecting here female. How to select item in the drop down box? First, we have to get what is this? Select element into web element variable. Got it? Got it? I'm defining here web element. What is that? Select drop down list DDL equal to. So this is the drop down list. I'm getting into web element variable. Import this web element. Yeah. What we are doing here? We are getting drop down list gender drop down box into this variable. Now we have to get all the list items from that drop down box by using select class. Are you clear? We are getting here items is equal to new select of DDL drop down list. What we are doing, we are using here select class, import select class from support UI. Yeah, done. See, these are the two steps that we have to. First step, we are getting drop down list into this variable, and using this drop down web element, from this drop down web element we are getting all the items into this variable using by using select class, and using this items variable you can select the list item itms dot select by visible text. I'm going to use this one. Female, I want to select by visible text. Are you clear? See, now DDL element. What is this DDL element? Or I can define gender. Drop down list gender. I'm defining this variable name like this. Okay. Now you no need to redefine the same gender web element, because here we defined gender web element and that web element is assigned to this variable. So we can use this variable in all the steps wherever you want to work with gender drop down list element. You no need to every time define this d dot find element by dot name statement. It's not required every time now, because we had defined once that by dot name gender locator to identify that gender drop down box, and that element we are getting into this variable. So we can use this variable in all the places. See, here I'm using the same thing, ddl generator gender, sorry, remove this spelling wrong. Okay, drop down list gender dot get attribute value attribute. From this drop down list I'm getting value value of this drop down box. Value means the selected value. Are you clear? Now let us say that it should display female value now. because we are selecting here female value in the drop down box by using these three statements. So here we are printing what is the value selected in the drop down box. So this statement should print here female value. Let us see that. If it prints female value, then our logic is right to get the data from drop down boxes. Female is selected in the gender drop down box. Now let us see that female is displayed or not here. See, female is selected, displayed. That is the value currently selected in the drop down box. So that is what I want to get. I want to get currently selected value. Are you clear? Now here first what we
Yes,
are doing,
sir.
enter. We are entering the first name, and here we are getting the first name value. Get first name text box value. Okay, text box value. And here what we are doing, we are selecting select select a gender drop down list. Okay, and here we are getting get a gender list value. So these are the logic to get the value from the drop down box. Okay, now similarly from the list box we have seen now to get the selected value, get selected value from list box, drop down list box. Okay, and now get, next we will see that get checkbox status, checkbox value, whether checkbox is what is the current value of the checkbox, whether the checkbox is selected or is it not selected, true or false. How to get the checkbox value. Okay, similarly get radio, selected radio option. It is same as get selected value from the drop down list box. The same, similarly we can get selected value from radio options. It is also same thing. And finally we will see one more thing, get table cell value. How to get table cell in the table cell, that is important. Okay, in the search results and all, search results generally will be displayed as a table, so you may have to get what value we displayed in the first row or in the second row or in the third row, like that. Okay,
Sir, drop down we can see one more time, sir. Just can you open, sir? Just I want let understand it. First, the DDL gender. First, where you have used the get attribute value, sir, for this. Oh, here you use. Okay, for list value. First one is to select the gender drop down list value, sir. For selecting the values, sir. First one is
yeah, it
labelment
returns
DDL gender.
value of that item,
Mhm.
which item is selected in the drop down box.
Not this one, sir. Not this one. Above one. Above one. Select a gender drop down list value.
Mm.
This is for
This is to
selecting
select the item,
purposes, sir. This is the.
to
Okay.
select an item in the
Oh,
drop down box.
okay. So after selecting the item, it will take the pick the value and it will store into the S gender, right?
Yeah, whatever the value selected, that selected
Mm-hmm.
item text I want to get.
Mm-hmm.
I want to display what is the item is selected in the drop down list. I
Okay.
want to get that
Okay.
text of that item, selected item.
Mm-hmm. So here we are telling the select the female text, right, sir?
No, first we are
Yes, here
selecting
we are
female.
telling.
Understand? So
Mm-hmm.
here
Okay.
female should
Okay.
be printed because that is the value we selected here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Female value I selected in the gender drop down. So I want to
Mm-hmm.
check that what value is selected in the drop down list. For example, I want to verify what value is selected in the gender drop down list.
Okay.
Suppose in a test case there might be some verification. Just make sure that by default female should be selected, or by default
Mm-hmm.
male should be selected in the drop down, in the gender
Mm-hmm.
drop down list. Are you clear?
Okay.
In that case, how you can verify that? What value is selected? What item is selected in the gender drop down list? For that, first we have to get what value is selected currently at present, correct? What value is displayed in the text box, in that list box, and then you can
Okay.
verify that value with your expected value. Is it?
Okay, sir.
So that's why runtime data is required, because to do some validations at runtime. Is it right?
Mm-hmm.
To execute verifications at runtime. First, we have to get the data at runtime, and then you have to verify that data with expected values. So
Okay, sir.
before working with verifications, I'm showing you how to get the data from the application at runtime. From the application in the sense, from the fields, from different web elements, from text boxes, from drop down list, or from checkbox, or from radio button, or from web table, from table. You may have to get the data, read the data at runtime in the script. Understand?
Mm-hmm. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now let us try with checkbox. Checkbox is there? Any checkbox is there? Hey, you don't have checkbox here in this screen. Okay, this first let us see. Okay, fine. Radio option. This radio option we can see same similarly how what we have done with drop down list, because the drop down this one radio options is similar like a, see that here. Okay, it is not checked, value is yes, name equal to result. Okay, how to find that? Is it selected or not? Which item is selected? Checked is empty. I'm not getting no, this one. Checked should not be empty. No? What is this? Okay, if I select this one, see sometimes right we have to verify these attributes very carefully to find which item is selected. See if you observe here, which item is selected, how you can find it, how you can identify this. ID is equal to result or no. Okay, yeah, this is the name. Is there any difference when no is selected and when yes is selected in these two radio buttons? See, this is the input. Input is the HTML tag for radio option. Understand? What is the ID? Radio option? No. Type is radio. On click written. Value is no. Name equal to result. Okay. Then how you can identify that whether is it selected or not? Okay, fine. Let us try with the value attribute. It should return the value of this particular radio button. First, let us see first yes radio button value. How you can identify this radio button yes? By using ID. ID is there. So we can use ID locator to identify that element. What I'm doing, get. Suppose if you want to select radio button, how to select radio button? Select yes radio button. I want to select yes radio button. How you can do that? D dot find element by dot ID value dot click. It is simple. Okay. Simply we have to click on that radio button to select that radio button. Is it right? After clicking that, I want to get that radio button value. Get radio button value. Okay. Now, what is that field name? We are getting address, residential address. Okay, fine. I will define some variable. Get. I'm defining one variable. String is residential address is equal to d dot find element by dot id dot get attribute value. Okay. Now print that e small letter that. Now run the script. Let us say that radio button value or it is a displaying or not.
One it will come. One will come, sir.
Let us I hope so. We should return one or true, I guess.
Hmm.
Yes, is selected. And let us see. Yes, is displayed. Oh, sorry. It is not. It is not displaying. It is not returning the status of that particular radio button. Value means it returns value of that radio button. So I think so. It returns this one. Let us see that. What is the value it returns? Okay. If you select no button, then we'll get this one. Let us see that first. I want to click. I'm clicking on no button now, not yes button. After clicking no button, if you get yes radio button value, we will see that one. What value it returns? I think so. It returns only yes button, nothing else. Only yes will be returned definitely. One second. Is there this one we can use? It is for verification, but I want to get that value directly. And there is no attribute available for this to get the state of that particular radio button. Is it selected or not? I think so. Fine. Let us see. Now I'm selecting no button, not yes button. After clicking no radio button, we are trying to get yes button value. I think so. Again, it may display yes only. or we can have to get checked attribute value. We'll try with the checked. There is one attribute called checked. That means whether that radio button or checkbox is selected or not. It will be defined in that attribute. So let us try with that attribute. Now no is clicked. Okay. Let us see that. Now also displays yes. Okay. Now I should try with not value attribute. Use here checked attribute. Let us try this. Displays null value. Not null. I'm not expecting null. For no, what it returns. Let me run last time. If it returns null, same null for no radio button also, then we can't use checked attribute also. But there is another way to verify that whether that particular radio button is selected or not. Then we have one method called is selected to verify that directly. We can do verification directly. True. Okay. See, now it is right. Okay. Now so we can use checked attribute to get the value of the radio button state, whether that radio button is selected or not. We can get this one. We can get this attribute. Are you clear? To get radio button selected or not, to get radio button status, get selected value from to get radio option value, true or false. It returns true or false. So the statement how we have written, we are using here attribute, checked attribute we are using here. Checked
For
attribute.
S also same as.
Yes, ma?
For S also same, checked only,
Yeah, same
right?
thing. If for any radio
Mm.
button, if you want to know that whether that radio button is selected or not, we have to use this checked attribute to get that current value of that radio button. Is it on or off?
Mm.
Understand? So that option
Okay.
you can get by using this checked attribute.
Mm.
Similarly, let us try with one checkbox. Checkbox. We don't have in this screen any checkboxes. Go back to previous screen. Yeah, here there is a checkbox. Request OTP. Okay. I want to select this radio checkbox, and after that I want to get that checkbox value. So what I have to do? Here we no need to click on sign up link. Is it right? So I will define separate function here because I don't want to click a sign up button. Sign up link. Get runtime data 1 I'm giving. So here what I want to do, I want to click this checkbox. So identify that checkbox locators. What is the attribute we can use? ID is there. Okay. ID, OTP ID is there. Value is OTP ID. I'm copying this ID attribute. D dot find element by dot ID dot click. We are clicking that, and after clicking that I want to get that value. Let us use same attribute checked. I'm you defining here. Yes, OTP. Okay. I'm selecting here checkbox. Click. We are clicking the checkbox. Click checkbox and get checkbox value. Is it on or off? Get checkbox value. Okay. Now run this one. Okay. First I have to call this function, and I will comment this one. I don't want run this one. We are running this function alone. Run this one. Checkbox is selected. Now let us see that value of the checkbox is true. That means that checkbox is selected. Understand? It returns true or
Yes,
false.
sir.
So we are able to get checkbox value also by using same statement. Same statement. Okay, done. Now let us say this important one. Get table cell values. How to get value from the table cell?
Sir, you said for checkbox, listbox is same, right? You said for listbox,
Uh,
we have not used checked, right? It's,
yeah,
we
correct.
have used get attribute value.
Different. It is different, not
Both are
same.
different, right?
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
different, not same.
Okay.
Okay, in QTP it is same, not in Selenium. Okay.
Hmm. Okay, sir. So table also today only we should cover table also. It won't take much time, right, sir? Since I'm in the office, that's why.
Oh, okay, okay, fine, man. Then we can
Hmm.
stop it here. Okay. Uh,
It won't take much time
no,
means
no,
we
it
can
will take. It
continue
may
or
take
else.
time. It may take time. Minimum half an hour. It may go.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
We have
Okay, sir.
another two more things. How to get the text from the labels. Okay,
Hmm.
and how to
Okay.
get the data from table. After that, we
Hmm.
will see verifications. How to verify different types of validations. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Upload this also, sir. Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Tomorrow I will see upload it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Hmm.